I have my hand on my head because my boy over here, big baby, is being a big baby to start off. All we want to know is, are we ready to chat? And I can't even get my guy to say yes because these teams have been acting such a bummish that it's affecting him in a very deep and personal way. So, big baby, let's see if we can get you out of your wham, wham, wham mood, get you to talk about these Knicks. Can we do that?
I'll try, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know it's painful to watch these past couple games.
But I mean, I don't
I know.
mind. Boston is a better team. Milwaukee is a better team. I get it. I get that. But what I don't understand is why don't you try something different if what you're trying doesn't work?
Here's my conclusion to that. And not that I'm signing off on it, but the way that they play can beat the teams that they can beat and get them to where they need to be, which is in the playoffs. But it's not a championship level execution.
Yeah, because so you can beat the Atlantas
Hmm.
and you can probably beat the Miamis
Hmm.
and perhaps the Pacers if they
Hmm.
make the playoffs. But
Hmm.
I mean, Philly's playing really good.
Hmm.
So you're not gonna you might be equal to Philly, maybe you might be equal to Philly. That's a question, but you're certainly not gonna beat the Boston or beat Milwaukee in 7 games
Hmm.
if if you continue with what you're doing. It just makes no sense to even watch them
Hmm.
if they're not going to.
He going that watch route. Like, wow, okay, you stepping
Yeah,
on that.
it just doesn't make sense to watch them
Hmm.
if they're not going to do
So, so,
something different.
so in essence, you're saying we need a different coach, we need a different management team. Is that what that's that far are you going?
I won't say coach. No, I won't say coach because I won't agree with you. Um, I, I don't agree with you that if this coach has certain players, he's still a coach the same way. I don't believe that. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't believe that. But I do think management, the people who are making the decision as far as who to pick, I think they should go ahead and make some moves, or at least try to make some moves. I mean, to me, you clearly can see that your your team that you have, they are very limited.
Hmm.
Yes, yeah, they can be the 4 to 5 seed, maybe the 6 seed, depending on you know
Hmm.
how things fall. But that's about where they're going to be, right in the middle,
Yeah, 4 to 5.
right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And they may win another round again,
Hmm.
and then they be bounced out again.
Hmm.
It's just you have nothing to look forward to.
Hmm.
You're like, come on, man, you know, do something. At least do something. If let's say for argument's sake, I mean, you may not like who I say, but let's just say for argument's sake, you say,
Hmm.
okay, let's go out and get Towns.
Hmm.
So they go out and they get Towns, and Towns comes in and he plays with Julius. I don't know how they can work it out, whatever. But they work it out, and
Hmm.
then they get bounced in the second round.
Hmm.
Okay, but at least you did something. You tried something.
Right.
I mean, what's the point of keep going into the same situation with the same? It just makes no sense to me. I'm watching the game. I'm saying, this is ridiculous.
Hmm.
When they started out against Boston, you knew they had no chance of beating Boston. You knew they had no chance, even though I don't know what made you think they were going to beat Milwaukee. I don't know what made you think that, but you know, I knew they had no chance of beating Milwaukee. I knew they had no chance of beating Minnesota. No. Now, yeah, can they beat Atlanta? Absolutely. Can they beat Miami? Absolutely. Can it beat Orlando? Absolutely.
Maybe. Solando team is tough, and I said that. I said that.
They are tough though.
Yeah, yeah, tough. They are beatable, but it's not an easy
Yeah,
walkthrough.
but they're a tough young team. They really
Mm-hmm.
are.
Mm-hmm.
But the upper echelon team, if if you finish 5 or 6, well, actually they finished 5 last year, right? Five
Mm-hmm.
last.
Mm-hmm.
If you finish 4 or 5 in this year, the previous year, then you should be making strides to become the 3 or the 2 seed next year. You should not be happy with being the same place,
So am I to conclude that?
especially when the number 1 seed
Yeah, maybe
Milwaukee goes out
number
and
one, number
game,
1 and 2 seed make those crazy, crazy moves. Yeah.
and number
Mm-hmm.
2 seed goes out and
Mm-hmm.
gets Porzingis and
Mm-hmm.
Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. And you and Philly, they don't add, but what they
Mm-hmm.
did was subtract a knucklehead
Mm-hmm. And get good
and
quality
send him
pieces.
over
Mm-hmm.
and send him over to Los Angeles and start Maxi, and now they're better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man.
So are you saying, and it's, I'm repeating myself here again, I know that, but you're saying it's primarily just magic, the management team and their outlook at how to build a team is what's
Yes,
the main
that's
problem.
that's my opinion. Because see, you have said in the past that if you give um Tibbs a certain kind of players, he's not going to play them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that that's true. I don't
Okay,
think
well,
that if you,
history shows it. I'll go there. History
no,
shows it.
but he's never had the only person that he had that he probably should have given a better chance, in my opinion, was Cam.
Hmm.
He probably should have given Cam a
I'm
better.
not just talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about his time in Chicago and in Minnesota. So those are
I,
also the areas,
I'm not,
but that's part of his history. That's
yeah,
the makeup of the guy. That's my point.
but I don't know whether he's changed or I don't know.
He
I don't.
hasn't.
I don't know about all that. All
Yeah.
I know is this:
Hmm.
that if you say to me, okay, um, I'll give you, um, I'm gonna say something ridiculous. Let's just be
Hmm.
ridiculous.
Hmm.
I'll give you LeBron James in his prime, of course.
Hmm. Well,
LeBron James.
he's still in his prime, so.
Yeah, that's true. At 39, he's still in his prime, right? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
But I mean, like so I give you LeBron James for whoever, all right? For Sims,
Hmm.
and then you think Tibbs is not going to play him? I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think he because he'll be a fool to get a great player and not play him.
Yeah.
He'll be a
But
fool. Now, maybe he done some. I don't know. I really don't know his history that much in Chicago and Minnesota. I really
mhm.
don't.
Tibbs is a different type of dude. Different type of dude, man. He wants certain types of players. That's just who he is, man. He wants.
Yeah, but give him the players, and then if he doesn't do what he should be doing with those players, get him out.
And don't get me wrong. His types of players can get you to a certain point because he is more concerned about the defensive side of it
I understand that.
than no, no. Let me finish. Don't be cutting me off, my friend. Don't be cutting me off. Don't get your little babyisms going on right now. I'm just saying
Well,
that. I'm just saying that
not
there's a.
you, not you
I
aggravating the situation.
I know it, but this is all part of it. Once the the management team decided to go the route of Tibbs, it already is a limitation as to what he will be able to do. And that's just my opinion on it. It's playing itself out in whatever particular way it's going to play itself out. But going into it, I knew that it was going to be a limitation because of what I am deeming is his viewpoint of certain players and what type of players he really want on the team.
Yeah,
Because, but let me finish,
okay.
and I'll give you an example. I'm not saying that um, the Knicks should have done this, but just look at the example that um, when a team bottoms out, and we talk about like the Orlando Magic, they bottom out. They have consistent high first round picks, and they acquire a whole bunch of talent. But that coach has, after maturing as a coach, has gotten this team to focus on the defensive end because of the skill sets that exist with this type of talent that he's acquired. So he's coaching more to the talent versus his way of viewing things, and that's the only thing that I have um, an issue with when it comes to coaches like Tib. They have to coach a certain way, and
It,
that ultimately just limits their ability because the type of players that he needs is not going to be what's going to help you offensively.
they said the same thing about Pat Riley.
Pat Riley adapted,
No, no, that's the point I'm making. I
but that's
said,
my point.
listen to
He
me,
doesn't adapt.
listen to me.
Hmm.
But they said the same thing about Magic about Pat Riley,
Hmm.
right? And when Pat Riley had
Hmm.
Magic,
Hmm. Hmm.
Worthy, and
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
all the
Yeah.
other guys
Yeah.
they had.
Yeah.
So then when Pat comes to the Knicks,
Hmm.
oh, he'll never win
Hmm.
because he needs Magic and
Showtime. Yeah.
to run.
Showtime.
He
Yeah.
needs
Hmm.
Showtime, right?
Right.
He didn't have that type of squad,
Hmm.
right? He had a big center who was
Hmm.
slow, right? But of course he was great.
Hmm.
He was great, but he was slow.
Hmm.
Compared to Magic and Worthy and them guys, he wasn't
Hmm.
running like them,
Hmm.
right? So right, and he had Derek Harper and Doc Rivers and
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
the guys he had and whoever else.
Right.
I don't remember all the players, but
Right. But your
he had
point is he coached to his strengths. Yeah, he coached to
right,
his strengths.
right,
Hmm.
right. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you if I'm management, I look at my squad, right? Like for example, I look at my squad and I say Grimes. I said Grimes playing the three. I mean, I'm playing the two. Good defender, but he gives us nothing offensively. Last game he had 13 points, and they're raving about that. Like he's
Like he had 30 points, right?
yeah. One guy actually said he's the Mount Rushmore of the NBA. Really, you know, um, so if you know that Grimes is not doing it, and you have someone on the bench like Dante, right? Play the man, play the man. And we talked about this before. Dante's
Hmm.
defense is is not terrible. In fact,
Hmm.
he's a good defender.
Hmm.
So you're not losing a whole lot.
Hmm.
The only thing that Grimes probably does is better is that hard on the ball defense.
Hmm.
You know, he may be a notch better than him at that. Other than that, Dante's good.
Hmm.
Right? Play the man. Right. Another thing is if you say to me, I'll give you I don't know, whoever, right? A talented player like Obi.
Hmm.
Play the man.
Hmm.
Why would you play the man? Right? Experiment. Or even if you are in love with Julius Randle and you want to keep him on the floor, put Obi at the three. Try it.
Hmm.
It may have failed. I don't know.
Hmm.
But at least try it.
Hmm.
Do something. Instead of trading you don't. Now this goes back to management. This doesn't go to Tibbs. You don't draft Halliburton, who I wanted. You draft Obi. Then the next year, what do? Well, Halliburton gets traded from Sacramento
Sacramento.
to the Pacers, and what do? You put the guy that you should have, the guy that you didn't, the guy that you picked, you shouldn't have picked. You put him with the guy that you should have picked.
Hmm. So let me
Our
just
management is our
let, let,
management is the pits.
let me just it was an interesting observation the other day watching the teams talk about the teams that passed on.
And don't get me wrong,
No,
Halliburton
no,
is not
listen. Let me just. It
Magic
was just
Johnson or nothing like that.
what I'm saying. It was just funny because everyone's chewing out the Knicks for not drafting him, which is, it's whatever it is. But the Golden State Warriors regret taking their pick over Halliburton when they had opportunity to do so themselves. And Bob Myers said it himself,
Yeah,
GM. He's like, that wasn't my bad. I should have. And we met with the guy. We knew, and I didn't do it. So, all the Nick bashing about them not taking. He said, granted, yes, we did win the championship, but they're not they would probably be in a better place now had they
sure.
done that
Well,
itself.
listen to
Mm-hmm.
me. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am not one of these people who thinks Halliburton is the next Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I'm happy with Brunson. Do I think Brunson should be a better facilitator? Absolutely. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with Brunson. But what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is, okay, once you made the mistake, you said, okay, right? It's like it's like if if you go out and you buy a car
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, man, I didn't want this. I didn't want this red car. I really wanted that blue one, but but the blue one it
Mm-hmm.
had this problem, that problem. I got it. Okay, you got the red car now.
Mm-hmm.
Drive it, man.
Drive. It's your car.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep thinking about the blue car.
Mm-mm.
Drive it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same thing with you Obi, play him.
Mm-hmm.
See what you can do.
So it's still a lot of wasted picks, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of they didn't utilize, but here's the concern there. Their window for utilizing their picks optimally utilizing their picks is gone because when they had opportunity when they were down, they didn't really maximize their picks. Before this regime, they didn't really maximize, and even during this regime, they didn't really haven't really maximized it. So I feel your lack of optimism. I
Well,
won't
see,
say pessimism, but this is not optimistic about
no,
the future based upon how
no,
what they've done and where they are.
I'll say pessimism because I do. If they don't do anything at the trade deadline this year,
Mm-hmm.
done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done, bro.
So you trying to say you leaving me, bro?
I'm done. I'll I'll just come on. I just come on and go like this because I mean, what is the point of stockpiling all of this trade like the
Mm-hmm.
example I gave you before?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of putting money in the bank, money in the bank, money in the bank, and driving that old jalopy?
Mm-hmm.
Go out and buy your car, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why live in the shack
Mm-hmm.
if you have $10 million in the bank living in the shack? Why?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and get your house, man. Come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why have all of these draft picks so you can say, oh, next time the draft picks? Yeah, so what? So what? Do
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the only thing that I really believe this to be the case. I don't have any evidence. It's just I just have this tingle in the back of my spider sense tells me that this is the case. That a lot of teams don't want to deal with the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be somebody out there that they didn't get on their nerves.
Mm-hmm.
There got to be some GM out there Especially, well, see, here's another thing. Here's another thing. If you want to make trades with people, perhaps you shouldn't be suing them. I mean,
You got to
you.
pay the Nick tax. This is the Nick tax right here, man.
I
This
mean,
is the Nick tax.
you want. All right, you got your eye on their forward
Mm-hmm.
on OG,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I don't know why, but
But
Mm-hmm.
regardless whether you like it or not, you have your eye
Mm-hmm.
on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? You say, "Oh, I like that guy." By the way, I would like to trade for him, and I want to sue you in court.
Mm-hmm.
They do, really?
And then you get the owner stepping saying they won't listen to me, so I will not be recognized as an owner. He just
Yeah.
did that too. Like too.
Come on, man. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know that the Knicks and the Celtics have a history of hating each other.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to Dave Busher and Dave Cowens and even before Larry Bird, way go even back with the
Mm-hmm.
gentleman who just died. I forgot his name. The superstar, the black gentleman just died. Russell.
Oh, Bill Russell. Okay, okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
Russell, it goes back in that era, which I
Mm-hmm.
understand, right? So then you know that why are you wasting your time trying to trade with Danny Ainge? You know he hates the Knicks. You know he hates the Knicks.
You ain't gonna do the Knicks a favor. You know
He
that,
ain't gonna
yeah.
do the Knicks a favor.
Mm-hmm.
He hates and which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand Walt Frazier hates Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And Walt Frazier was running the Knicks. Boston,
Mm-hmm.
Danny Ainge couldn't get nothing from him, which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. It's
I
just
can't believe it. Big baby dropping science today.
but it just makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense. All right, what is wrong with these people?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. And what you see is the other teams, Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miami was Miami's will always be good because they have a very good coach. They really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He has a very good coach, and Pat Riley is a genius GM.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's just fabulous. But you have Orlando, you have Cleveland, who's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have well, Detroit,
They got a lot of young talent. They're just not ready yet.
they're just not ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of the
Yeah.
Pacers are good.
No, I'm concerned about Orlando. That's the biggest one.
Orlando is definitely good.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando is like the Kings in the
Mm-hmm.
in
No, they look like OKC, yeah, because of all the not and they can get two more draft picks in this upcoming draft.
who's that?
Orlando, Orlando, top 10 picks, not even their own, but just because of the trades they've made, they can still
And
get two top
and you know
10.
what they do? They go out and they get tall,
Mm-hmm.
athletic
Mm-hmm.
guys. They'll
Mm-hmm.
they'll get no 6'2" point
Mm-mm.
guards. It's
Biggies.
6'9", 6'10",
They're getting biggies. Mm-hmm.
and but they play like a 6'2" guard.
Mm-hmm.
They really are good.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we advance like that?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we stuck with? I've never seen a two guard in my life that was as inept offensively as Grimes is. I've never seen that before in my life.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. It was OKC, so I have top 10 picks. My bad. I'm thinking Orlando. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
It's all
It's
right,
OKC. Mm-hmm.
but I've never seen like you now. You know how hard how hard I was on RJ last year,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I have to admit
Mm-hmm.
he's improved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now he's a decent NBA player. Grimes hasn't improved in 4 years.
He hasn't done. No. So here's the funny part. Well, it's
Funny,
not funny.
a
It's not.
funny.
It's not fun. It's not funny, but it's a sad part. All the guys that they wanted that were reported that they wanted that had been drafted before them were all they could have acquired them, provided they would have done something different, such as Maxey, number one. They wanted Maxey before they wanted quickly. That didn't happen. They wanted Trey Murphy from New Orleans, who they,
Well,
a big wing, shoots threes, the prototype that they actually need. And then they actually could have, um, what's his name? Also one of the ones, a defensive guy that they didn't initial pick, which unfortunately, I mean, they chose who they chose, but he was available for them in the second round. They wanted him, but didn't pick him. What is his name? It's not Ross. It's what is his name? His name is escaping me. His name is escaping me. I hate that. It's Jones, Herb Jones. Yeah, another one, another 6'8" guy who they wanted from a defensive standpoint. Didn't draft him. So it's like they were the picks that they made in the drafts that they were eligible to make. They just chose to be hesitant to make any significant movement for players they really wanted. And then not that they settled, uh, you can say they settled because the guys they picked up, the Quickleys and the Grimes, they liked them, but the guys they liked more than them, they didn't make a move to go get them. And it just unfortunately that those guys are now competent enough to be the type of players that we really do need to move forward. The big 6'8" guys that are legitimate, defenders and have a capability to be able to do more than that. It just it's just unfortunate, that's where they are right now because it could be totally different. But can't stop looking at that because that's is what it is. But not gonna go back, not going back. But that's just the
it's not a matter.
situation.
It's not a
Mm-hmm.
matter of going back. But like I
Mm-hmm.
said, it's just it. It's very disheartening
Mm-hmm.
for a team that is not doing anything to make himself better.
Mm-hmm.
I if you tell me that they have traded, they done this, they done that, or they drafted. Let's say they drafted Halliburton and
Mm-hmm.
it came out and he's a bust, but he was good in college.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man, you tried, but you failed. But why are you drafting somebody and then trading them next
Mm-hmm.
year? Got nothing for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know what superstar they could get. They said they're looking for a
They
superstar,
can't. They all locked up. They all locked up.
unless it's something that I don't know.
No, it's not that. They all locked up, bro. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Know how they gonna
Unbelievable.
do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
It's unbelievable. They go out and they get the French dude, give him $8 million a minute, and and then sit him on the bench because now he couldn't play defense when you got him.
mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Well, we talked about it. Uh, yeah. Well, it's not even making any sense in talking about it because they're not gonna get no burn. So they have their rotation. They're gonna stick with their rotation. That's basically what's gonna be it. You already made it. I told you after 20 games is gonna make a change. This change was switching Grimes and Dante. That's basically what's gonna be it. It's nothing. So I am leaning toward what you are concluding to that it is what it is. Your 45 prediction is going to be sounds to be more realistic than anything else than my 48. I'm still hoping for the 48, but it's going to be if things don't
If they will win 48 if they play the Nets 48 times.
the Nets have been playing good. They won like what 7 straight. So
Uh,
Can't you can't even bank on
I,
that.
so I might be wrong there too, then, right?
You can't even bank on that. They got the same record as the Knicks, you know?
It's incredible.
hmm So,
It doesn't make
yes.
any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense.
But I don't know, buddy. So we're looking at what we looking at for right now for the next 3 games for this week. I think they got 4 games this week. So let's look at that real quick. So
Yeah.
they home tomorrow against the Raptors. They
When,
away on Wednesday against Utah. They
when,
away on Friday against Phoenix, and then away Saturday against the Clippers. I say 2-2. 2-2. So 2 wins, one against the Raptors, one against the Jazz, and then they're gonna lose to the Phoenix and Clippers. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna say they actually match up well against the Clippers.
Well, they have been playing better since that game.
Yeah,
So
the Clippers are not that big,
no, they're not.
not that big. Um, because they playing Paul George at the four,
Mm-hmm.
and they playing what's his name at the three.
Mm-hmm.
Guy used to be in San Antonio. Oh God, I know that.
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, yeah, at the three, and then they're starting the beard,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, big baby. You're not babying on that one.
Say 3. I think they might get Cleveland. They might get the Clippers.
Okay.
They might, I'm not. I'm wavering on that one, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll take
You
it.
go 3-1. Okay. All right. I'm going 2-2.
I'll take it. I definitely think they're going to beat the Jazz and beat
Mm. Raptors.
Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
But and they might beat the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, when they match up well against a team, they tend to it's like it's like they're like okay we can beat these guys.
Mm-hmm.
But if the team that they're playing is better than them, for some reason it seems like their psyche just goes to the like these guys got us, man. And
Mm-hmm.
dude, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I really now, but let me just ask you: Did he came to start Dante?
Yeah, he started Dante against Boston.
And is that going to be a continued thing?
We'll see. I don't know. You never know.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay, I'm going 2-2. Here's my other prediction. I looked at the schedule for the next 20 games. Man, they got a beast of a schedule next 20 games. I don't see them having significant success in that 20 game span. I'm feeling they're going to be more of an 11-9 team in the 20 game span between that. We started with Boston, and I think it goes to like the middle of January. So here's just some of the teams they play next 20 games.
Wait. The only problem that you have is that there's a trade deadline coming up in February.
Yeah, this only goes to January 15th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only goes to January 15th. So this Boston, Toronto, Utah, Phoenix, Clippers, Lakers, Nets, Bucks,
Things,
Bucks.
things again?
Yeah,
But wouldn't that be the
Thunder.
third time?
Yeah, I know, right? Thunder, Magic, Pacers, Timberwolves, Bulls, 76ers, Wizards, Blazers, Mavs, Grizzlies,
Start over.
Magic.
Start over, and I'll give you one loss to each one.
Okay, Boston, they already lost to. Toronto, they play coming up. So the Raptors,
Look, win.
it's Monday. You already said 3-1. So the Raptors, Jazz, Suns, Clippers. Those are the next 4 games, right?
Okay.
You said 3-1 after that. Well,
Okay.
after that, it's the Lakers,
Loss.
Nets,
Win.
Bucks,
Loss.
Bucks,
Loss.
Thunder,
Loss.
Magic,
Loss.
Pacers,
Loss.
Timberwolves,
Loss.
Bulls,
Win.
76ers,
Loss.
Wizards,
Win.
Blazers,
Win.
Mavs,
Loss.
Grizzlies,
Loss.
Magic.
Loss.
Man, that's like 8 wins in that span. So 8-12. Wow. I did 11-9, but
It ain't much difference.
but yeah, it's above 500. Shoot.
They're not. Come on, man.
Mhm.
They're not gonna.
But it's funny. It's the reverse of their first 20 game because in their first 20 games they were 12-8. Now you're saying they're going to be 8-12, so they'll be a 500 team at the end of those next 20 games. Interesting. In the middle of the pack again.
And they may want to be in a 500 team for the whole year. They may want to be winning 41
Mm-hmm.
games rather than 45.
Mm-hmm. Highly possible.
If they don't do something,
Mm-hmm.
it's ridiculous, man.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Let's see. The trade deadline is February 8th.
It was eighth.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was a little bit later than that.
They changed. It's going to be before the All-Star game. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But trades can be made starting the 15th of December.
Maybe
So
we maybe we can trade for LeBron James. Then he come over and then he'll be terrible with us.
yeah, I think so too. I don't doubt that.
Trade for LeBron, sit him on the bench.
Mm-hmm. Because he don't play defense, right? Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
It's what it is, bro. Well, that
Man,
was
it is.
a enjoyable conversation, big baby. But I know the tenor of where we are right now is not very optimistic. So let's just see what we can do, man. See what this team can do. Because we can't do nothing about it. We're just gonna sit here and comment on it. But at the end of the day, I want my Knicks to win. But 48's not looking great right now. But we will see in these next 20 games whether they have the fortitude to stick to it and be above 500 under this crazy schedule.
We'll see.
All right, bro. Chat with you next week, man.
All right, bro.
Mm-hmm.